Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ English. If you have seen the news, you must be aware that Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, the United Nations agency that is responsible for coordinating efforts regarding food security, nutrition systems and agri-food systems across the world, has recently released a report called the GFRA report. It stands for Global Forest Resource Assessment. And this report of 2025 is a good news for India because we have improved our position from the previous estimation. India is ranking as 9th country in the whole world when it comes to total forest area. That means we are among the top 10 countries with a high forest cover. This is also a milestone because as compared to the previous report, India has jumped up one position, previously 10th to today 9th. And there is another milestone that we are celebrating. This comes in the form of India coming third. Coming third in terms of its annual forest gain. That means in the last 10 years, from 2015 to 2025, India has successfully added about 1.91 lakh hectare of forest to its territory. And both these are a result of India's missions such as the Great Green India Mission 2014, the CAMPA Compensatory Afforestation Drive, civil society missions like Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, India's hardcore efforts regarding switching to solar energy, regarding re-estimating our carbon footprint, ultimately to achieve the zero carbon status by 2070. And to also achieve our nationally determined contributions by 2030. That's to reduce carbon emission by 45% of our GDP. So in that line, this comes as a wonderful, great news. Now, if you talk about the whole world, talking globally, forest area generally refers to the total area of geographical land that is covered by vegetation. Or it is covered by forest that is recorded with the government records. For example, in India, we talk about reserve forest and protected forest. While in the reserve forest, there is no activity that's allowed. So no human intervention is possible until the government allows something specifically. Whereas if you talk about the protected forest, here there is a right of various local communities and tribals to the forest resource. People can come here, people can proceed with human activities, but if the government specifies any prohibition, then that has to be followed. But whether it's protected or reserved, both categories in India usually come under the Forest Act 1927. And on that note, let's also remember that Russia is the country with the largest forest cover. Russia's forest cover contributes to about 20% of the global forest cover itself. This is followed by Brazil. Brazil because of its rich Amazon forest. Then to be followed by countries like Canada and US. Now, if you talk about India's 9th position, India is just a little behind other countries like Australia, Indonesia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC. But then if you look at India itself, do you know which state in India has the largest forest cover? So which are the top 3 states with largest forest area? I can give you a hint here. The one with the largest forest cover has about 77,773 square kilometer of forest. So which are these states? And if you talk about percentage of forest area, then that Lakshadweep and Mizoram are known for. So let me know in the comment box there and quickly analyze this report here. The report also says that countries like Russia, Canada, US, which have a very high forest area, they together contribute to more than half of the global forest area. That's about 54%. And the report also says if you look at the entire globe, entire world, then the forest area stands at about 4.14 billion hectares, covering about 32% of the Earth's land. And as I said, if you look at India, then we are shortly behind other countries like Australia, the DRC, as well as Indonesia. But then all this is a great encouragement to the ongoing efforts that are being made in the country right now. Now look at China, for example. China recorded the highest annual gain in forest area in the last 10 years between 2015 and 25. So if India has added about 1.91 lakh hectare, China has added way more. And then it was followed by Russia. Then third position, of course, is India. As I mentioned, India has also added a considerable amount of area under forest. There are many other countries now who have also seen a significant forest expansion, and here names like France, Australia, Turkey, Indonesia are coming in the picture. Besides, the report is also pointing out towards spatial diversity. So for example, if you look at Asia, then this FAO report also says Asia's forest cover expansion has been a major contributor to the overall reduction of global deforestation. And the best news is that Asia's afforestation or Asia's attempt at expanding its forest cover has been led by giant economies, namely India and China. And that's great news here, because we all understand that India, among the top 5 economies of the world, China, a galloping economy, a leader of supply chain when it comes to critical minerals. And such countries heavily populated and heavily industrializing, with these countries contributing to reducing deforestation. That's a very positive development from 1990 to 2025. And the report also says that 20% of the world forests are now in the legally established protected areas. If you talk about 55%, then that are managed under long-term plans, people participation, government initiatives. Now let's come back to India. What exactly has been happening in India that has resulted in such a huge milestone today? Improvement of position by one whole position jump from 10th to 9th. The reason is that right from 2014, the Indian government had initiated missions like the Green India Mission. The target was to cover much more land area, about 5 million extra hectares of land area to be covered by forest. The central government was financing heavily in the scheme. Similarly, we have another civil society initiatives like the Green India Initiative or the Green Campaign, under which recently the government also has supported traditional livelihoods such as bamboo plantation from the state of Telangana. There was a report yesterday that the tribals of the Telangana region are now being encouraged to take up bamboo cultivation at a massive scale. So ultimately, all these are afforestation drives. They also complement other Indian initiatives towards renewable energy, such as the PM Kusum Yojana. At the same time, India's critical energy mission, India's Solar Alliance. So all these work together when you look at renewable energy as well as promoting more and more area under forest cover, including Campa as well, the compensatory afforestation. Right now it was caught up in a major debate as the Great Nicobar project is coming up. A lot of environmental activists said that there are so many acres of forest that are being removed from the Great Nicobar Island. This could be a danger to the local flora fauna. It could also be a danger to the livelihood of the local communities like Champunis, the Shompen and the Nicobari. They were also retaliating. The government responded by saying that we are allowing compensatory forestation in Haryana, but that is also something that became controversial. So it is the result of all these schemes, large-scale afforestation, that have made India a success story today, including campaigns like Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. Ultimately, it's about symbolizing Mother Earth as a force to worship. So that's a news here about India and expanding forest cover. Now let's quickly have a look at the question associated with it. Consider the following statements about FRA 2025. 1. It will cover data from 1990 up to 2025 from more than 60 forest-related variables across 236 countries and territories. Second, the remote sensing survey component of the FRA 2025 will include new data. It will include new data on agroforestry system, burnt forests, trees outside forest and pastoral systems also. And the last one, FRA 2025 changes the Sustainable Development Goal, SDG 15.1, that talks about forest area as a proportion of total land area with a new forest specific indicator and no longer contributes to SDG monitoring. So which of these statements is or are valid? You can post your answer, you can post your comment, opinions, perspectives on how India is among the top 10 countries today which are expanding its forest cover. And on the same note, a quick reminder about the ongoing sale that we are having here. So if you are writing the exam, the UPSC exam in 2027 or 2028, so here's a great opportunity because we are offering a price of merely 21,999. At this price, you get for the year 2027 all GS subjects guidance. Apart from that, massive discounts on the optionals, CSAT, essay writing and current affairs too. If you need to apply for the sale or if you want to spread the word around among other friends, then code SPLIVE can be used for the same because batches are beginning 27th October. Similarly, if your target year is 2028, another great opportunity for Hindi English bilingual. Prices 36,999 only, and what do you get? All GS courses, and as I mentioned, heavy discounts, scholarship opportunities too. So if you are interested in the sale, yes, you can use code SPLIVE, but then if you want to hear back from us, you need a more deeper clarity. Then fill up a form that's right here. It's in the description box of this video right now. And if you fill that up, we will get back to you. Then also you can have a clarity about the sale programs. And if you enjoy these initiatives, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe StudyIQ English. Thank you.